Hey guys, my name's Max. I'm an Uber driver here in Los Angeles. And so like a lot of people, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately on how much you can expect to make as an Uber driver. And I've been noticing some really alarming mistakes. And this stuff actually matters because for 1 in 5 people, this is their only source of income. So then why do I deserve to stand in front of you and talk about this? Well, really 2 reasons. First off, I have a degree in business. And secondly, I actually drive for Uber myself. And the long story short of what I'm going to tell you is that you need to start thinking like a business owner. Because as Uber has made clear on numerous occasions, you are not one of their employees. And so without further ado, here are the top 4 mistakes to avoid when calculating your own earnings. 1.
$1,240.17. 45 hours driving, I made over $1,200 a little bit.
So I made $168.73. You know what? God bless that dude. He works way harder than I do. But the money that gets deposited into your bank account from Uber is not the same as wages from your job, because now you're running your own business. When you sign up to drive for Uber, it asks you under what form you want to set up your business for tax purposes. Sole proprietorship, corporation, etc. This is an important distinction. You may use their technology, but they're really just collecting payment from you. You need to start thinking in terms of profit. Revenue minus expenses. Don't just look at your earnings statement. This statement should be considered more like revenue. Granted, accounting is not really the sexiest thing in the world to talk about, but if we're gonna understand how much we're making, we gotta use some of its basic principles. This is really gonna come into play a little bit later on in the video. 2.
Did 17 trips in one day, $186. Plus, you got to keep in mind that you have to pay for gas on your own. I spent about $40 to $50 a week on gas.
One of the other big mistakes I'll see is that people will only consider gas, which I get. It's easy to keep track of because you buy it so often. But also, remember when you drive for Uber, you're putting wear and tear on one of your most valuable possessions. You invested thousands upon thousands of dollars in your car. You know that the more miles you put on your car, the less valuable it is when you go to sell it. But not everyone really stops and considers this, because the more miles you put on your car, the sooner you're going to have to get new tires or a new battery. This is a concept called depreciation. Johnny, wake up. We still got 2 left. 3.
The IRS estimates that the cost to drive a vehicle for work purposes is 54 cents per mile. We can say for certain that driving for Uber pays well below minimum wage, or even worse, costs drivers money.
Now the doomsday sayers will use the IRS's figure of 54 cents a mile in their claim that you're making nothing. This is kind of getting warmer, but it's not actually correct. Why? Because it includes both the fixed and the variable costs of driving a car. Johnny, wake up. What did I just tell you? So by fixed costs, that 54 cents a mile figure includes things that you would have to pay for as a car owner, regardless of whether you drive for Uber or not. Those are the things like the interest payments you make on your car every month, your yearly vehicle registration fee, and your insurance payments. These are the things, if you drive 60 miles, it's going to cost you as much as if you drive 5. As an example, here in California, we all have to pay a yearly vehicle registration fee. I paid $170 for that registration sticker on the back of my car. How long or far I drive does not make the cost of that sticker go up.
Okay then, smartass. What's a better rate to use?
That's a good question. The short answer is, it depends on your vehicle class. So driving in a hybrid car like a Prius is going to cost you a lot less than driving in a gas guzzling SUV. For a small sedan, it's 30 cents a mile.
Wait, where do you get that?
So the American Automobile Association calculated that on average for a small sedan, it's 12 cents for your gas, maintenance, and tires, and 17 cents for the depreciation or the gradual breakdown of your car. We provided the appropriate rate that you should use depending on your vehicle class in the description below. Remember, for our own internal bookkeeping, we should only use those things that are going to cost us more each time we drive.
4.
Sales tax is as high as 10%. So with the 10% deducted, we're now down to just over 60 cents.
Well, where to start? Well, I guess she was right to discuss taxes, but you're definitely not collecting sales tax, that's for sure. But self-employment taxes. Look, Johnny, we're almost there, I promise. So you know how Uncle Sam takes money out of every one of your paychecks for Social Security and Medicare? Well, your employer usually makes 1/2 that payment, and you pay the other half. But now, since you're the business owner, you gotta pay both. That means an extra 7% gets taken out of your paycheck. As an example, I made about $1,700 in profit driving for Uber. Of that, I had to pay $239 in taxes. That's a lot more than I'd have to pay as an employee. So now, just to sum up, you need to get out of that mindset that you're an employee, because now you run your own business.
So you're done?
Yeah, you can go now.